ハイパースピードメディア。
What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. On our previous episode, I've installed custom intercooler piping and also installed new brake components as well as a new throttle cable. So on this episode, I'm going to focus more on the fuel tank itself. I'm going to drop the fuel tank, add a higher pressure fuel pump, and also install thicker wiring to handle the higher pressure fuel pump. Let's get started. All right, safety first. Make sure you use jack stand and a jack to jack everything up. Since it's on a jack stand now, I can take the wheel out. Okay, once you have the wheel off, now you can have access to this part of the fuel tank. All right, so that's where the fuel inlet is. You'll have to disconnect that. And the tank has two bolts on the back right here and two bolts on the front that you can't see. And also on the top of it, there's some wiring that you have to disconnect to get it down. Okay, so I got a new key for the gas tank lid cover right here. Let's open it up. And there's this one little shim right here that need to be pry off. You can use it like a screwdriver, pry that off. There you go, like that. From that, you just push this outward and the old key should pop right out. Now for this part right here, there's a bunch of screws that have to take out, all Phillips screws. Take the gas lid out. 4 Phillips screws right here. So it feels like it's about to strip if I use the Phillips. So what I'm going to do is use the 8mm. So here's the back of the tank. We got 2 bolts right here, plus the fuel filter is right behind it. So we have to disconnect those lines and remove these bolts. There's also 2 bolts on the front. Probably won't show that on camera, but just note that to drop the tank, you need 2 bolts in the back and 2 bolts on the front. And also something to support the tank. If you got lots of fuel in there, you need a jack or something to support it. Now that the fuel tank is lowered, it's time to disconnect the rest of the hose. Here's the fuel filter that we need to disconnect. All right, let's take a look at the top of the fuel tank. As you can see, that is right here is the 2 bolts I'm talking about on the back, on the front of the tank. There, that's where you disconnect the tank from the frame. After it's disconnected, you gotta remove these electrical line, and after you disconnect the electrical line, you can disconnect the fuel line. I'm going to just cut the fuel line because I'm going to put all new fuel line anyway. All right, so the fuel tank is out. But the goal for today is to modify this fuel tank to accept a high pressure fuel pump. So what I'm going to do is probably open this up and check everything, make sure it's good, add all new lines, and also change the fuel filter, which is right here. All right guys, so I've got the fuel pump out. Let's take a look at the B2000 fuel pump. As you can see, it's very small and it's not efficient for turbo setup. So you need something like this one, which is a Walbaro 255 liter high flow fuel pump. As you can see right here is the ground wire, which is not a good idea to kind of use it like that. I want a better grounding system. So I'm just going to cut this off. There's a new fuel pump. So it's going to sit somewhat like that. Have to trim the hose a little bit for it to work. So it looks like I need to trim about halfway for it to work. It looks like I need to bend this back a little bit more. Like so. And I can insert the hose. And that's just barely fit. There you go. It barely fit, but it fits. And now you got to clamp this hose back. Okay, next a good time to zip tie the fuel pump to this bracket. So I'm going to put like 2 zip tie on there. Now what I'm going to do is trim off a piece of this wiring right here and then connect it to the red wire, which is the positive on the fuel pump. I don't know if you can see on here, so the black wire, there's 2 black wire. One is a black and white stripe, and one is just a solid black. That solid black wire is the ground wire. All right, so what I'm going to do is run this ground wire to the bolt on the bottom of this bracket right here, which is closer to the ground wire right here. So I'm getting a better ground source. I could even jump the wire right here to here to get a better ground source. So that's where I'm going to run the ground wire, is through this bolt on the bottom. So it doesn't reach all the way there, so I got to extend the wire a little bit. Going to just bolt this on, grounding location. So the blue wire right here on the bottom is positive, and the white wire right here is for the fuel level gauge. So we're going to use this empty spot right here on the side to ground in the wire. Make sure when you route the wire, it's not hitting none of the positive wire, which is right here. Make sure it's out of the way so you won't have any shortage and cause any kind of fire. Also make sure the wire is not hitting the fuel level rod right here. And next thing I'm going to do is probably zip tie it together. Alright, before you install the tank back, take a look at your wiring. As you can see, the harness on the truck is damaged. The wiring's all janky and messed up. So I'm going to bypass this completely anyway. I'm going to wire directly into a new relay. So I don't need this anymore. So I'm going to run a thicker wire on the fuel pump. Okay guys, I got 3 12 gauge wire right here. So the red, I'm going to wire this to the fuel pump. There's the ground for the black one, and the blue one is just the fuel level. So I'm going to bypass this harness completely, just because it's old and crusty. Okay, now's a good time to clean your tank. If you need to clean your tank, go ahead and clean all the debris and everything around there. And next thing we're going to do is pop the fuel pump back into the tank. As you can see, the wiring's already completed. And I also left a lot of wiring on the back so I could wire this directly to a new relay system with the ECU. Okay, upon the installation of the fuel pump, I found out that this filter right here is a bit too long. There's the Mazda OEM one, but the good thing is that Walbaro did send me a new one, which is this one. It's a lot shorter. So I guess I'll take this out, put this on real quick, and then install it back in. Okay, now I want to explain a little bit how the fuel system works. So here's your pump. The pump pumps fuel from here into this line. It goes straight into here. It loops back inside the tank for some reason. And it goes all the way out to here into a fuel filter, and then to the engine. Then from the engine and back into here, which is the return line. Over here, you got your emission stuff. Right here is the carbon canister. Okay, for this tube right here, I'm just going to plug it up. I got a 10mm bolt right here with a hose, and then I'll insert it in here just to plug it up. Now on this side right here, I'm just going to put a longer hose draping down, and this is going to be ventilating the tank. You could also put a filter on the bottom of this. I'm not going to use the carbon canister or nothing like that, so I'm just going to make it drape down and put a little small filter. So this hose right here is going to come all the way down here to the fuel filter, which is right here. Also, now is a good time to replace all the hose underneath the truck. The hose is slightly different in diameter. Make sure you get the right one. And once all the lines are in place, we're going to pop the tank back to where it was and bolt everything up. Okay, now it's time to remove the fuel hose. Okay, now it's time to install a new fuel feed hose. So I also got this fuel gauge right here. I'm going to put in between the hose so I can monitor the fuel pressure. I'm going to cut and trim a little piece off so I can insert that into it. Okay, lastly, we got to combine these two hoses together for the return line. The B2200 hose is a 1/4 inch hose, and the Miata hose is slightly bigger, it's 5/16 hose. So what I got here is a barb fitting from 1/4 to 5/16, and I also have 2 clamps right here to clamp it down. Okay, now we're ready to install the hose. Alright, that's it for this video. Hope you find the information useful. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video.
ハイパースピードメディア